Here's an introduction to the Microscopy Lab of Beyond Labz. The easiest way to get started in our labs is to load through one of the preset links. So, for example, if I load any of these, say I load the onion species, that then loads the lab so you can see the different microscopes or the field scope that have the images that correspond to that species. So then you can click on the images to get more information about each of these images in the dissecting scope, right? To be able to see the magnification, you can adjust the zoom in this point to get the scale. All of that information can be obtained within each of these scopes. Then you'll want to see it under a different type of microscope. So for example, if we look at a compound microscope, how are these images different? You can save any of the images at any point to your lab book. You can zoom up to get more information, to get labels on and off. All of that information is available here. Then if you wanted to look at a different species, for example, say we wanted to search for something alphabetically, you can adjust your search that way. And if you wanted to look at E. coli, for example, then you could say, oh, for this type of species, we have SEM and TEM images. So what information can you get from a scanning electron microscope? And then we've got a bunch of metadata here, all the attributions that you would need, the scale, all of that information is available here for these SEM images. And then we also have TEM images. What different information can you get from the transmission electron microscope? Any of these images, as always, can be saved into your lab book. If this is the database that you want to be able to access quickly without having to find it again from the search menus, you can always at any point save the lab. That will create a custom link for you here that then you can edit the link and remember to come back to this link. Then you have a hyperlink that you can share or that you can load at any point. All of your images in the lab book, you can write notes here to remember the data that you are collecting. So this last one was an E. coli image. Any of that can be saved here in your lab book, where the instructors can also make notes for the students. So the data is in live data. You choose your species, you can sort by many different factors here, and we also have this poster up on the wall to help you be able to see the resolution of each of the different types of microscopes and the information that they could give you. We hope this helps you in the microscopy lab.